Welcome to Madhura's Kitchen Diaries. Today we'll be seeing how to prepare chole. It is a very popular quintessential North Indian dish which is relished by one and all. In order to prepare perfect chole, the chanas have to be cooked really well and the gravy has to have the right amount of spice. At the same time it should be flavorful. Today we'll be seeing how to prepare this recipe using homemade chole masala. If you like this recipe of ours, please press the like button, share it with your friends and family and subscribe to our channel Madhura's Kitchen Diaries. Thank you so much. To follow us on YouTube, search for Madhura's Kitchen Diaries on YouTube. Press the subscribe button followed by the bell icon and select all option to get the latest notifications of all our recipes. We will split our recipe into 6 steps. Doing the preparatory work like preparing the onion paste and the tomato puree a bit prior makes preparing the recipe pretty easier. Let us now go to the first step, which is cooking the Kabuli chanas for our chole. I have taken 250 grams of Kabuli chana, which is good for a family of 4 or 5. 1.5 teaspoon of turmeric powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. We will first wash our Kabuli chana nicely till the water runs clear. Thereafter we'll soak it in enough quantity of water overnight or at least for 8 hours. After around 8 to 9 hours, we can see that our Kabuli chana are nicely soaked. We will drain off the water now and transfer them to another vessel. We will add around 1.5 teaspoon of turmeric powder and around 1 teaspoon of salt to it and mix it nicely so that the chanas are evenly coated with the spice. Let us now keep it for cooking. Take enough quantity of water in a pressure pan and place this vessel in it. Some people prefer to cook the Kabuli chana directly in water, but even this way they get cooked perfectly. The Kabuli chana should get cooked really well, but at the same time they should not be mashed. We'll now close the pressure pan with the lid, seeing to it that the whistle is in place. Let us cook them for 3 whistles followed by sim for around 30 to 35 minutes. While the chanas are getting cooked, we'll proceed to our next step, which is preparing of onion spices paste. For this, we will need 5 to 6 small onions vertically sliced. Garlic paste, I have made the paste out of 25 garlic flakes, 15 peppercorns, 3 to 4 cloves, 1 cinnamon or dalchini, 1 to 2 bay leaves and 2 dark green chilies. We will take around 3 to 4 teaspoons of oil in a pan and add the vertically sliced onions to it. Start sauteing it by adjusting the flame between medium to high. It is very important that the onions are sauteed well to get a very nice taste in the gravy, otherwise it will taste raw. After around 5 minutes, we can see that our onions have turned pinkish in color and have acquired a soft texture. We continue sauteing them. At this stage, you can even add a little bit of more oil if it is becoming too dry. Now for sauteing this, I have chosen a surgical steel kadhai. If you are using a steel kadhai, ensure that you are sauteing it continuously and that the onions don't stick to the bottom of the pan. After another 5 to 10 minutes, we can see that the color of our onions has changed. They are sauteed really well. We'll turn off the gas flame at this point and allow for them to cool down. In the meanwhile, we'll take around 3 to 4 teaspoons of oil in another pan. After it heats up sufficiently, we'll add tamalpatra and miri to it. Let us add cloves, green chilies and dalchini. While sauteing this masala, which is also called as khada masala, we have to take care that the flame is adjusted on low. Let us roast it nicely till the color of the green chilies changes, and then turn off the gas flame and empty it into another plate. We will allow it to cool down. We'll transfer our onions to the mixer bowl. Add the bay leaf. You can break it into 2 pieces to enable easy grinding. Let us add the rest of our spices to it. Add little water and we'll grind it to a fine paste. After grinding, we can check the consistency of the paste. It is smooth and ready. Let us move to the next step, which is preparing the tomato puree. For this, I have taken 3 medium-sized tomatoes. We will start blanching the tomatoes. We will take water in a vessel and add tomatoes to it, ensuring that they are completely immersed in the water. Let us start boiling them. After around 3 to 4 minutes, we can see that the skin has started peeling off. We will turn off the gas flame and allow the tomatoes to cool down. After they cool down sufficiently, we'll peel off the skin and add them to a mixer bowl. Let us grind it without adding any extra water to form a tomato puree. We can see that our puree is ready. Let us see how to prepare the dry powder masala for our choles now. For this, we will require 1.5 teaspoons of cumin powder, 1.5 teaspoons of coriander powder, 3 to 4 teaspoons of kasuri methi, 1 teaspoon garam masala, 3/4 to 1 teaspoon of amchur powder, and half to 3/4 teaspoon of anardana powder. We will add cumin powder in a bowl, followed by coriander powder, anardana powder, amchur powder. Now anardana and amchur powder both have a sour taste, so accordingly we'll have to adjust the quantity. I'm adding garam masala and kasuri methi. We will crush it between our palms before adding it. This helps in liberating the flavor. Let us mix all these powders nicely. Our powder masala is now ready. Before we start preparing our recipe, we will see first whether our Kabuli chanas have got cooked. We have allowed the pressure pan to depressurize naturally. We'll open the lid and take few Kabuli chanas onto a plate. We'll press them with the help of finger pressure, and we can see how nicely they have got cooked. You should be able to press them effortlessly with the help of a finger. If you find they are still hard, you can cook them further for 1 to 2 whistles. For preparing our recipe, we now have our cooked Kabuli chanas that we have prepared from step 1, onion spices paste from step 2, tomato puree from step 3, our dry masala which we have prepared in step 4, 1 teaspoon of carom seeds or ajwain, 10 to 12 ginger juliennes, 1 small bowl of chopped coriander, and salt to taste. We will take around 6 teaspoons of oil in a pan. After it heats up, we will add 1 teaspoon of ajwain seeds to it and garlic paste. Ajwain seeds help in digestion. We will now saute the garlic paste till the raw smell goes away and the color changes. Generally in restaurants, they will mix oil and butter together, but I prefer not doing it since it is not good for health. Our garlic paste has got sauteed well and the color has changed. We'll now add the onion spices paste to it and saute it nicely once again. Sauteing these pastes requires a little bit of patience, but it's totally worth it if you want the desired taste in the chole. Add little oil if required. We can see that the color of the onion paste has changed. At this stage, we will add the tomato puree to it. Let us mix it nicely once again. After it is sauteed well, we will add the dry masala powder to it and mix it well once again. We will add the cooked chanas to it now and let us add sufficient water to get the right consistency. Stir it well and check the consistency. Also at this stage, just taste a little bit of the gravy and see if you require more salt, since we have already added salt while cooking of the kabuli chanas. If you require, add a little bit of salt to it and mix it well once again. We will bring it to a boil and then add chopped coriander. Let us mix it nicely once again. Our choles are ready. Let us move on to the garnishing. We will garnish it with ginger juliennes, chopped coriander, and let us serve it with onion rings. Hope you like this recipe of ours. If you do, please press the like button, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel Madhura's Kitchen Diaries. Thank you.